blessed by thy grace, and the compassion to ease the pain and suffering of those who have been displaced by these devastating fires, to comfort the families of those who suffered the loss of loved ones, in the passing of Gardena police officer Hira, people charged with the task to govern and protect our personal and religious liberties. Bless this chamber, that it will be known for justice and genuine respect for the rights of its citizens, that it will stand as an ensign of virtue over all it governs. Bless the actions of all those who inhabit this chamber and those who come to petition for a redress of grievances, that they will act with civility. For all these things we are grateful and to be for the boundless blessings, and ask a special blessing upon our first responders this evening, for the strength to sustain them in their jobs and support their families. In the name of Jesus Christ, amen.
Amen.
I'll take a report of the city clerk on the posting of the agenda. I'll take a motion to waive for the reading. Move to waive for the reading. Second.
Public comments.
Thank you. Announcement of withdrawn deferred under supplemental item.
Yes, there's no withdrawn or deferred items. We did have some supplemental material back.
Sure.
Related item C, the options regarding the 26 getting a urban child care.
Council committee meetings and announcements. Councilmember Griffiths.
Yes, thank you, Mayor. As the liaison to the Torrance Sister City Association, I'm tonight that the Torrance Sister City Association is looking motivated Torrance residents who are high school sophomores through college freshmen, 19 years old and younger, to serve as our cultural ambassadors in the Student Cultural Exchange Program with our sister city Kashiwa in Japan. Since 1974, the Torrance Sister City Association has sponsored hundreds of students to represent the highest qualities of American youth in Kashiwa, Japan, our sister city, for 3 unforgettable weeks in July 2019. This is a phenomenal opportunity for students in Torrance that fit that criteria, and I, as just recently getting back from Kashiwa, Japan myself, celebrating our 45th anniversary of our Sister City Association, can only say from my own personal experience what a phenomenal experience it would be for a student to be able to go and spend 3 weeks in Kashiwa, Japan, and have the opportunity to see the Japanese culture firsthand. So I can't recommend highly enough for people to get involved in signing up for that. So if you are interested, if you know a student that would be interested in that, go to the Torrance Sister City website at torrancesistercity.org. The applications can be found on site, and applications must be postmarked by Friday, December 21st, 2018. And this is for the July 2019 Kashiwa Cultural Exchange. In addition, along with the students, they need an adult leader to join the students and to chaperone them. So the Sister City Association is also looking for an adult leader. As an adult leader, you will accompany 8 high school students in July on a 3-week life-changing cultural immersion experience in Japan, and serve as our ambassador of goodwill when the Kashiwa delegation visits Torrance in our August 2020. The qualifications for the adult leader be at least 26 years of age, reside or work in Torrance, have experience working with youth in at least one of the following areas: education, counseling, behavioral sciences, leading youth activities, or chaperoning school trips. Another fantastic opportunity for an interested adult to chaperone some of our best students on a great culture.
Saturday, December 1st at the Delamo Fashion Center from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. This toy and donation drive is being hosted by the Delamo Fashion Center, Torrance Transit, Torrance Police Department, Torrance Fire Department, and the Torrance Women's Club. Staff will be accepting unwrapped gifts and toys and cash donations, which will be given to charitable organizations. You can find the collection locations by the Hometown Buffet or in front of P.F. Chang's and Lazy Dog Cafe. Please join us and help spread a little joy this holiday season by coming to this event. For more information, please go to Transit website at transit.torranceca.gov. Thank you.
City Clerk Rebecca Parnett.
Thank you, Your Honor. I would like to invite Torrance residents to participate in the Los Angeles County Register Recorder County Clerk's Vote Center Grassroots Community Meeting. It will be held at the Redondo Beach Public Library on December 6th from 6 to 8 p.m. Residents will learn about the voting solutions for all people, specifically the county's efforts in identifying potential vote center locations for the March 2020 presidential primary election and beyond. The public will be able to provide input on recommended vote center locations and suggest additional sites in their own community and county-wide. Flyers are in the back of the room for anyone who is interested. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. On Tuesday, December 4th at 5 p.m., the City of Torrance will host the lighting of the menorah officiated by Rabbi Didi Thomas in honor of the Hanukkah season. The lighting will occur in front of City Hall as it has for a number of years. Residents, families, and the Torrance community are invited to attend. And since we last had a meeting, there's been a court decision, and although it's just a trial court and it's not final yet, we earlier this year decided to implement districting because of the possibility of a lawsuit. A number of people really wanted us to fight that in court, and we decided that was not a good idea. The city of Santa Monica found out the other day that it was not a good idea. The court ruled in favor of the plaintiffs, and now they're looking at more than $10 million in legal fees for both sides, and the districts will be drawn up by the plaintiffs possibly. So I just wanted to let everybody know that I think we made the correct decision when we did it, and we did it by council resolution so we can make changes as we go forward. But I wanted to give an update because some people wanted us to do exactly what those other cities did, and we decided against that. And I think prudence was the best thing to do. So now the next item on the agenda is community matters. I'm going to take a couple of real quick ones. 6A, I need a number and title.
Your Honor, this is resolution number 2018-105, a resolution of the City Council of the City of Torrance, California, honoring Angel L. Valdez upon his retirement from the city after 28 years of service.
Move to adopt resolution number 2018-105.
Second.
Start voting, please. Your Honor, that motion carries unanimously.
Thank you. Item 6B, I'll take a number and title.
Your Honor, this is resolution number 2018-106, a resolution of the City Council of the City of Torrance, California, honoring Carol Kay upon her retirement from the city after 26 years of service.
Move to adopt resolution 2018-106. I second.
Start voting, please. Your Honor, that motion carries unanimously.
Thank you. Item 6C, I'll come down to the podium. Item 6C is a resolution of the City Council of the City of Torrance honoring Police Sergeant Carol Lynn Wilt upon her retirement from the city after 24 years of service. Sergeant, would you join me at the podium? Do I have a number and title on it?
Your Honor, this is resolution number 2018-107, a resolution of the City Council of the City of Torrance, California, honoring Police Sergeant Carol Lynn Wilt upon her retirement from the city after 24 years of service.
It's a long time.
phones for a loop, usually we pull them in suspense and hold the retirement. We've done that recently. But I'll move to approve resolution 2018-107.
Mayor, didn't want to forget. Second?
Start voting, please.
Folks, I'll be right back.
Thank you.
Officer, member of the Crime Scene Investigation Unit, Community Lead Officer, Field Sergeant, and Supervisor of the Torrance Mental Evaluation Team. The Services Bureau is the Property Room Supervisor. The Special Operations Bureau is the Traffic Division Supervisor. And collateral assignments including FTO Committee, Trauma Support, Recruitment Team, Crisis Negotiations, Hostage Negotiations, and Peer Support. And whereas Carol embodied the department's core values of service, pride, integrity, compassion, and excellence. She was an engaged and energetic officer. She spearheaded the groundwork for the department's future mental health evaluation team and established access to services at local mental urgent care facilities. She became an expert in the field of mental health to the benefit of the department and the citizens of Torrance. And whereas Sergeant Wilk has received numerous letters of commendation from citizens, local business owners, other law enforcement agencies, and the Department of Children and Family Services regarding her skills, compassion, and willingness to share her knowledge, which helped emphasize the teamwork between the department and our community. And whereas Carol has served 24 years of dedicated service to the city of Torrance and has unselfishly used her many skills for the benefit of the police department and the citizens of Torrance. Now, therefore, be it resolved that the City Council of the City of Torrance, California does hereby commend, honor, and congratulate Carol Lynn Wilk for her dedication, professionalism, and contributions to the City of Torrance while in our employ. And be it further resolved that Carol be wished a full and rewarding life in her retirement years. Introduced, approved, and adopted this 27th day of November 2018.
Well, here's the chief of police.
I just want to congratulate you on your almost 31 years of law enforcement service to the community and 24 years with the city of Torrance. Your legacy that you're leaving, not only within the department, but within the community, has just been so admirable, and you should be recognized for that. For those of you that don't know, today is actually her birthday.
Wow.
Happy birthday. Not only is it your birthday, but you're retiring today after such an amazing career.
Happy birthday.
And the flag was flown on your day, on your last day, to commemorate all of your years of service and to honor you. And it's with great pride that I give it to you. Thank you for being part of the city.
My hand hurts.
Do we have some of the police officers that are here come down?
Get them all down here.
How about all of them? Here they are. Birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Sergeant. That's all I remember. Happy birthday to you. Damn. Look at all the. I want to talk about MS 13. Should I do it? You can talk about whatever you want. Oh, you want to do it? He wants to talk about MS-13.
Yeah.
They're two-legged coyotes.
Again, it's not joking up, because it's just my nature to do that, but I'll talk through the joking up if you'll bear with me. I've been so honored to serve in this community for the number of years that I've had. I'm really happy that we have Chief Irvine on our department now, and I think that she is doing and will continue to do an absolutely outstanding job for the city, and for the department, and for the community. It sounds great when you talk about my career, but I will tell you that I work with some of the best police officers on the planet. And they made me better. They made me want to do better. And I think that I would just encourage all of you to thoroughly appreciate and take time to understand the very difficult job that they do every single day. That they come here, they're committed to this city, they're committed to the success of our department and the ongoing service. You really have, in that building over there, just outstanding human beings. They're superheroes with mere mortal, powers, basically. But they get out there and they do a great job every day, and I couldn't be successful without them. So I just wanted to share that. And thank you for allowing me to serve the city for as long as I have. I really consider it to have been an honor.
All right, the next item on the agenda is oral communication number 1. This portion of the meeting is reserved for comment on items not on the agenda. Under the Ralph N. Brown Act, City Council cannot act on items raised during the public comment, but may respond briefly to statements made, no questions posed, request clarification.
Just letting you know, people usually sign up,
Speakers under orals are limited to either
and then
oral
if there's,
communication
then they'll say
one
it to
or
anybody else.
two, and no longer than 3 minutes per speaker. Speaker, please ask you to turn off or leave your cell phone when you come to the podium to speak. And if you're presenting handout material to council, please provide 10 copies to the city clerk before speaking.
Damn.
Everybody signed up?
Yes, Your Honor, Bob Chiara.
He's on the Veterans Commission. He's a veteran himself.
Good evening, Honorable Mayor Curie and council members. My name is Bob Chiara, and I serve on the Social Services Commission. The 2019 Greater Los Angeles homeless count is around the corner, and our commission is working to get the word out to community volunteers who want to help end homelessness. The annual Greater Los Angeles homeless count takes place over 3 days and 3 nights in January of every year, made possible through the partnership of Los Angeles Homeless Services Authority, local municipalities, law enforcement, and community members. This annual census of the homeless population and the data collected helps organizations advocate for the homeless and allocate the resources necessary to defeat this epidemic. Thank you, Mayor and Council, for opting in and sponsoring the deployment site for the homeless count in 2019.
Right.
Torrance is part of Service Planning Area 8, or SPA 8, and our count will take place on, wait for it, Wednesday evening, January 22nd, 2019. Community members interested in volunteering do not need any prior experience. Our staff and coordinators will train you, partner you with experienced volunteers, and provide refreshments. 8,000 volunteers are needed in the greater Los Angeles area to complete the count. For more information about the count and register as a volunteer, please visit www.theycountwithyou.org. baytownswillyou.org.
Yeah, she's a terrorist.
The wizard has spoken.
She ran away. There she is.
Print this wrong, it is January 23rd.
She's creepy. Nobody likes
Sorry, I had to
her.
wait for it. January 23rd.
Okay.
January
We'll deal with her later. Don't worry about it.
Hope to see you.
I
Julie Koha.
remember when people aren't done being signed up, if they say, does anybody else want to speak? Better get up there fast, because someone else might get there ahead of you. Oh crap, she's gonna film me while I speak.
Good evening, Your Honor, council members. My name is Julie Coyotes, and I'm the Torrance Library Commissioner. I'm joined by Commissioner Safarian. The Torrance Public Library is in the process of revising our plan of service, and we are seeking input from the community in order to direct our efforts and services.
Yes.
A library should be whatever the community needs it to be, so we need your help. We would like all members of the community to complete our survey, whether they are current library users or not. The survey asks questions about services, materials, and programs that the library currently provides. Additionally, we are asking the community to identify 5 services they feel the library should provide, both for their personal needs and the larger Torrance community. The survey is available online at library.torranceca.gov/plan-of-service, or a hard copy can be picked up at any of the Torrance library branches. We are accepting surveys until January 31st, 2019, and hope to get as many responses as possible. We will also be conducting focus groups and ask that anyone interested in participating in a focus group provide their contact information at the end of the survey. We appreciate the council's help in spreading the word about our survey and encouraging members of our community to participate. Thank you.
Thank you, Dave.
Bev Finley. Good evening, Mayor and City Council. I'm Bev Finley with the Torrance Roseville Association, and I wanted to ask if you wanted to experience the Rose Parade with us this year. We make it easy and reasonably priced for you to experience the parade in person. The 130th Rose Parade theme is Melody of Life. So enjoy the magic of a New Year's Day in an unrivaled celebration exclusive to the streets of Pasadena. The parade will feature majestic floral floats, high-stepping equestrian units, and spirited marching bands from throughout the world. You can watch the City of Torrance float The Power of Music from your reserved premium mid-route grandstand seat. The cost is $115 per person. Your ticket includes round-trip transportation from Wilson Park and your premium grandstand seat, program, and a bottle of water. The bus departs Wilson Park at 5:30 in the morning and returns approximately noon. To ensure your place on the parade route, you buy your ticket early. You can find the form on our website, and I will leave some out in the lobby as well. I also want to let you know that we have kicked off the design contest for next year's floats. Each year we give local high schoolers a chance to flex their creative muscles by creating their own design concept for the City of Torrance Road Parade float. The prestigious top prize is to be a rider on the float Colorado Boulevard in Pasadena on New Year's Day in front of thousands of people on the streets and millions of people around the world. One of the other things that has happened in the past for this student is normally Channel 5 interviews this student, so it's a
Cool.
stuff on television. Interviews are due by 8 p.m. on Friday, January the 18th. The competition is open to any high school student that resides in Torrance. And you don't have to worry about being an artist. Your submission is a concept and a simple sketch. That's all that's required. So entry forms are available on our website, and they were sent out to the school district, but if you need them, you can contact us, and we'll be glad to get them to you. We're real excited to see what our students come up with for next year. Any questions?
Thank you, Beth.
Okay. Your Honor, the next speakers are Mark McBride, Michelle Danner, and Leo Ho.
Yo-yo guys.
Eric, awesome. I'm here to introduce Leo Bo. Last year, we put on a yo-yo contest, and I've been putting on yo-yo contests for 12 plus years, and we've moved it around different parts of Southern California. I've had great relations with, West Hollywood and some local businesses, and last year, Michelle Bauer here and her son Justin said, let's bring it down to Torrance. Very receptive. Everyone was very supportive and helpful of us. We'd like to do it again this year. We have our new organizer trying to, keep the generation going. So I'd like to introduce Leo Bo.
Hello. Yeah, my name's Leo. I am not a Torrance resident, but sorry.
That's what we can't listen to you.
Because that's where I learned how to do it. There has been contests in the past, mainly on the pier. Those don't exist anymore. And the national yo-yo contest was held here 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 2 and 3 years ago. My point is that yo-yoing is ingrained in Torrance's culture, and it's iconic in our community, and it's something that I really hope to see keep on growing and growing, be like a beacon that I can project onto the next generation of kids that want to, grow up and learn the art. Because this is a city where I learned my trade, basically, and I want to perpetuate it.
And in effect, you'd like to use one of our facilities.
I would love to use one of the facilities so that we would be able to.
What I could ask for is concurrence of the council to maybe bring back an item to address that. We've done it before and look forward to perhaps doing it again this year. So staff will get your information from you.
We've already
Already got the information? Okay. We're ready to go.
Do you see the cameras?
Thank
That's
you.
for like ABC and NBC.
Thank you very much.
We've got news cameras here. Isn't that something?
The next speakers are Julie Dojuli and Megan Sedon.
Detective Martin Hassel and Detective Lynn Holdra, there's the two detectives that came out. I would also like to thank Detective John for educating me schedule. Thank you. I would also like to introduce our DMT. We have our own DMT team in Horizon, and going to be in January, Sheriff of DMT, and she would like to say something.
Thank you very much.
Good evening, my name is Maggie Pagan, I'm with the, I'm not nervous at all. Disaster management team at New Horizons, and we were very fortunate this year to be assisted by the, I'm not going to remember correctly his title, but Chris Rose from the fire department. He gave us many, every month he came and gave us a different scenario, different workshop to do, and in attendance were between 50 and 70 of our residents. And in October, we did an all-out disaster drill, which was very successful. We had mannequins and people looking for people who were actually injured. And it was really a wonderful way, eye-opening look that we need to be prepared for whatever happens between whether it's a fire or a flood or unfortunately maybe a earthquake. And with all this preparedness, we have a lot of good people involved, and we really appreciate the fire department and Chris Rose for all that he's done. Thank you.
Thank you. Kudos to the Chief Irvine and Chief Tech. Thank you very much for the staff.
Kevin Tyler and Brian Wynn.
Good evening, Honorable Mayor, and members of the City Council, and staff, and Kevin Tyler from the Torrance Staff
pages. I'm here with my Sweat for a Cause partner, Brian Nguyen, and we've also got Dan Parkins with us again. And so, just maybe to give you a newest council member a quick update. So, Brian and I met about 6 years ago when we started doing these events called Sweat for a Cause. And it was shortly after we put the turf in at the Torrance batting cages. Brian's a fitness trainer, trains some celebrities like Mark Wahlberg and a bunch of other guys. And so we put our ideas together and we started doing these events. And our first event was for John New and Michelle New. She was battling leukemia, and so we thought let's partner together and raise some money for leukemia. So since then we've done it for breast cancer, autism, and foster care kids. And so then last year we partnered with Dan and his organization called Samuel's Tree. And so this now will be our second annual event. So we'll let Dan tell a little bit about Samuel's Tree.
Good evening, gentlemen. One of the things that I always like to begin with is that this organization is all about giving to the families who are struggling with children and babies in the NICU at Children's Hospital. Last year we did 100 trees. And we lost a son at Children's Hospital in 2010. A really difficult time. And during that time, a lady gave us a 3-foot small fake Christmas tree filled with gift cards. And it was a weird act of love. We'd never experienced anything like that. And it was a powerful reminder that we weren't alone. And so my wife and I, after our son had passed away, decided to do that every year. And last year we did 100 trees at Children's Hospital Los Angeles, filled with $300 worth of gift cards for each tree. And it's an incredible impact of love. We just kind of give it to them, we leave. And I partnered with Kevin last year, and actually part of that, I became, I loved the community. I live in Torrance, and I became the first chaplain for the Torrance Fire Department. The Chief Sermon, he opened up the door for us there. And it's just been an amazing opportunity to get involved with the community. Now we usually go to Torrance Memorial Hospital. We're doing Children's Hospital Los Angeles this year and Children's Hospital Orange County. And so this year we're hoping to raise a lot more money and get there to support this cause so that we can enter into their homes or into their lives and love them really, really intentionally. That's a pretty exciting thing. So Brian will say a little bit more about the event.
Really, it is sweat for a cause, but at the end of the day, it is about connection for a cause, yeah. Nowadays, smartphones are all over the place, and I think they're keeping us grounded. I do promise you that it's an amazing culture when you come out to these events and come to see the workouts, to see all the kids in the obstacle course. You're given high fives, real high fives, and it's early in the morning, and other people are just slumbering away. We're going to have a big station for the big Coyotes slam balling. It's time for us to be the change. I think more than anything, December 1st, Christmas spirit, come out there, be the change, get out there, be active, do it for an amazing cause, do it for Samuel, who isn't here with us, but can have his power still here within us all. So come out there and give a little light and love, yeah?
8:30 on Saturday, December 1st.
Where? Oh, this is going to be at the Torrance batting cages in Wilson Park. 8:30 a.m. We'll be kicking off. We'll have DJ Ozzy in the house. We're going to have the workouts. Going to be a lot of bodyweight workouts, a lot of throwing medicine balls, just having fun, a lot of laughter, a lot of obstacle course. Just, fun with the family, guys. Got to bring it out there.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
Carol Gillis.
Mayor and Council. Cheryl Gillis with the Torrance Theater Company. As you all know, we do have our own theater company. It's awesome. Who's been out to see Silent Sky? Raise your hand. Wasn't that great? Women.
I didn't see it.
It's all about the women who
What about
found
men?
a way to But I'm also here to make an announcement. Every year, the theater company does a fundraiser. And our big fundraiser is a mystery dinner show. That's been the highest rated performance fundraiser that we've had. People want it. We've been doing it at the DoubleTree and the top level, and you get to see the city of Torrance, you get to see all the parking spaces over Delano. It's been wonderful. This year, well, we have this Bayou guy who's looking for someone in Torrance to help with his stuff. It's called Bye Bye Bayou, Hello Torrance.
a Mardi Gras murder mystery. So we haven't asked yet for everyone to wear the Mardi Gras outfits, but we may. We have a full dinner. The event is June 23rd. By the way, it's written by Cindy Shields, directed by Carrie Shields. Those of us who are in theater know who they are. They've been around the city of Torrance for a long time.
Sergeant at
entertaining
Arms
us
telling
and
her to sit
using
her
us.
ass down.
And tickets are $110 for now, $125 a person after May 15th. So you have plenty of time, and now would be the time to buy a ticket in order to get Christmas gifts for people. So please consider that. There'll be flyers for this in the lobby, some flyers for the theater, and you can always go to our website, torrancetheatercompany.com. So thank you very much.
I want you to see how the Sergeant at Arms is keeping an eye on her. Because she's crazy.
Mark Stevenson?
Good old Mark.
Dubious framework that probably did not meet IRS taxes and bonds compliance. Approximately 4 years later, the city's website now presents a falsified 18 March 2014 preliminary official statement that now has 6 additional pages of falsified content, rewriting the city's dubious framework. Why was the preliminary official statement changed? Because I sent several packages to the IRS and documenting that the city used taxes and bonds for its pension trust fund and other general services, and illegal use of tax exempt bonds per IRS requirements. When confronted with these facts, City Council management, with deliberative intent and malfeasance, then wasted additional taxpayer funds by having their municipal analysts assert at the September 2018 City Council meeting that the falsified content is content allowed or required to be changed between the 18 March 2014 preliminary official statement and the final SEC required official statement issued on 1 April 2014. Since the city management conveniently forgot to present the 6 pages of falsified content in the public.
He's our pension expert, but
Mayor
it goes
Curry,
over my
City
head
Council
every
member
time.
Herring, and City Council Goodrich all asserted and or implied that the city employees had not done anything illegally when they changed the 18 March 2014 preliminary official statement in that City Council resolution packet. To prove city employees with deliberate nefarious intent inserted the falsified content into a previously published City Council approved taxes and bond funding resolution, I'm going to ask Mayor Fury, City Council Member Herring, and City Councilor Goodrich just one question. If the preliminary official statement, 6 pages of falsified content was approved content that could be changed or was content required to be changed by the SEC rules, then why isn't the falsified content in the 1 April 2014 official statement on the electronic municipal market access website or web portal? I say again, if the preliminary official statement, 6 pages of falsified content was approved content that could be changed or was required to be changed by the SEC, why isn't that falsified content in the 1 April 2014 final official statement in the electronic municipal market access website or portal? And I'll tell you why, because the city doesn't have administrative or privileged user control of that specific directory or website. Since city management appointments have now, in several different forms, publicly asserted they did not do anything illegal when they changed the previously City Council approved 18 March 2014 resolution, then taxpayer funds should not be spent to defend any city council member or city employee that the IRS or SEC, Securities and Exchange Commission, imposes incarceration or legal fines against them because of this specific tax exempt bond.
Thank you, sir. Your time's up.
Thank you for listening to my concerns.
Thank you for your thoughts. Anybody else wish to be heard?
If you better hurry. If you want to be heard, get up there. I know. He knows. He should know.
Hello, everyone. My name is Cyrus Hojani. I want to talk about immigration in the Caribbean. There are many times our society benefits from immigration. We've had immigration throughout hundreds of years. And I believe in a merit-based system, not a system that offers us costs and challenges and many other problems. So when you look at the caravan that's about 150 miles south of us, you should ask us, What benefit do I or our society get from bringing them into this country? The fact is that if you want to help these people, there are other means. You don't have to just shove them into our country and we just have to suffer the consequences. The fact is, immigration that we've had in the last 50 years delivers us a lot of challenges and a lot of challenges that could continue to grow, especially in our state. Much of it has been used to manipulate our elections, particularly individuals like Kevin DeLeon, whose parents and many of his families came here illegally, and he admitted that his family used fake social security numbers. He tried to make our state a sanctuary state, and now there's been all these lawsuits against it. And considering the fact that so many loved ones have been killed who are not supposed to be in the country legally, what do you say to the parents of Agnes Givney?
Thank you.
The fact is, right now, we have so much traffic all across our metropolitan areas. How does flooding in millions of people into California going to make that better? How is it going to help with our housing shortages? You know, if immigration were to be stopped tomorrow, California's population would be negative, and then home prices would have to fall, and then it could get to a correction level that we could actually finally afford housing. How does flooding more people help? Especially when you have all these regulations like CEQA and all these growth restrictions, it makes it difficult to expand the supply of housing. So it's basically both ends. And the fact is, many of these people send their incomes and values abroad. We have fires, we have all these other disasters. Let's start taking care of our own people. We have homelessness. Just think about this. And the fact is that I believe that we have millions of people who are non-citizen. If you are a non-citizen, you don't deserve the same treatment as somebody who's a citizen, like my parents who came here legally. The fact is, we need a merit-based system that doesn't flood too much people, that people have skills and values, they know English, and think about this. Very simple. I eat food the right amount and something that's healthy and nutritious. And maybe you should tell these words to this person who's been holding up these yellow signs. She's right over there behind me. I don't know why she's coming after me and my friend. Maybe you should tell her that because it's just common sense. Okay? Let's do something that puts American citizens first. Thank you.
Way to go, Cyrus.
Good job. Good job, yeah, that was great.
Nice job, Cyrus. Yay.
Council members, staff, that's a tough act to follow.
Way to go, Cyrus.
Wow. I guess I could find some similarities in this speech, and what I'm here for is to beseech and plead with the city council not to rezone the Hamilton adult school site over in North Torrance. Congestion, I heard him talking about congestion. Not enough space for schools if it were rezoned to multi-use family housing, which has been mentioned quite a few times.
Oh my God.
Where,
She's a
you know,
tweaker.
for the kids, when you take away a school and add housing. The school board sent us over here about a year ago. I came as a North Torrance board member at the time.
She's a tweaker. She's on drugs. I gotta behave. We'll get kicked out. I don't need that right now. Just I gotta tell everybody I'm some convicted felon or something.
Rezone that place. I know you guys have the power to not rezone. There was a car wash. Somebody was really upset they didn't get that car wash rezoned. They couldn't sell the property and they're having really financial hard times. Well, that's like one particular owner. We're talking about the whole city of North Torrance. Needs a public space for education. Getting our special needs kids to tie in my yard, taking a 1 or 2 hour bus trip in the morning and in the evening, when they're going to their middle school. They have that space. But maybe you could ask them to cut the superintendent and the deputy's salary so we can avoid those types of things. Like based
This is the last speaker. This is the last speaker.
That's right.
You're not lying.
Good evening, Mayor Fury and council members. Hope you had a very happy Thanksgiving. I'm here to announce the opening of the Cultural Forum exhibition this Saturday, from 6 to 9 p.m. at the Torrance Art Museum. Forum is a free 9-month-long mentoring program for those that wish to build a career in the contemporary but lack of prolonged experience with professional art world activities. This empowering program is designed as a practical guide to navigating the art world. This upcoming show is a culmination of Forum 2018 and will be on display until the 15th of December. There will also be a panel discussion on equal and meaningful art access for all on December 1st from 4:30 to 5:30 p.m. before the opening reception. For more information about the museum exhibitions and events, please visit torranceartmuseum.com. The museum is located at the Torrance Civic campus here at the corner of Civic Center Drive and the Cultural Arts Way by the police station.
Nice.
That
Thank you.
concludes all communication number one. Next item on the agenda is consent calendar. Matters listed under the consent calendar are considered routine and will be enacted by one motion and one vote. There will be no separate discussion of these items. If discussion is desired, that item will be removed from the consent calendar and considered separately. Do any members of the council wish to remove any items from the consent calendar?
Okay, nothing exciting is going to happen right now. The coyote issue will be coming up later, so I'm going to go off. I'll be back in about half an hour.
I see none. I'll take a motion to approve the consent